Yep, it's breakfast time.
Hi, you guys ready?
I think Tux is still in the garage in his spot, all nice and warm. That's what I think. Oh, Tuxie, you ready for some breakfast? Here you are. Breakfast is outside today. It's nice enough to come out. Yep.
So I do get while Johnny's not in school today, even though if you look out at our driveway, there seems to be no reason why we couldn't have left here and headed to the school. Here's a picture of the roads and the ground in Holly Springs. This is probably less than 10 miles from us. So Don's reading an article with the latest discussion about why the kids are or aren't in school today.
Yeah, the Wake County school system, the paper said here that it's the 15th largest school system in the country.
That's huge.
That's right. And it's Wake County, it said it's 857 square miles. I didn't know that. And it says it's like 160,000 students. So the inclement weather policy, as Marianne has shown, is probably the kids in our area of the county could easily and safely have went to school, but the other kids elsewhere. And what they're saying, Wake County says that one of the major reasons that they close all the schools is because of school integration. Some kids have to travel from one side of the county to the other, or the teachers, and so that's why they can't always. That's one of the factors they have to consider. And that we don't, and I totally support this. I didn't mean that if you have smaller districts that have autonomy and can decide when to open and close, they tend to be more segregated, and to have integrated and diverse schools. This is one of the side effects of that, is that you have to consider a county-wide policy.
Right, and I don't know that it's been clear in the past, but you know, we were offered quite a few benefits in early college credits to enroll Johnny in the school that he goes to in downtown Raleigh. There are quite a few perks. A small school where everybody knows everybody versus a high school with over 1,000 children or 1,500 children like some of the other high schools in the county. So they were trying to get some people to come into the city center for classes. And Raleigh is about in the middle of the county. And there are children from all over the county that go to that school, plus kids pretty close to the school in downtown Raleigh. So there's kids that come in from Wake Forest and Rocky Mount and Fuquay. And so that school in particular would certainly be one of the ones where it was not safe for all of the students to get to that school today, because there is considerable snow. Even I understand as close as Wake Tech, which is 10 miles up 401 on my normal morning commute. So, and as the article said, there are a lot of pine trees that shade community streets here. You've got to remember that we have more trees than the average part of the country here, and that means the sun can't hit the asphalt, and that means the shady community streets where the buses need to go, which they also don't have enough equipment to plow. I mean, yeah, 401 is clear, 40 is clear, that's fine, but the little podunk streets, the community residential streets, have not been plowed, so they wait for the sun to hit on them, and it just hasn't happened. So, you know, they take a lot of flack. People move in from other parts of the country, primarily the Northeast, and they question why they do things the way they do here. And I'm from the Northeast, but I've been here long enough not to question it anymore.
Right.
Johnny and I are on our way to Guardian Angel to meet Michelle to get out of the house for a little bit, and Johnny has cookies for all of his friends up there at GA. Good morning. Oh, you Pittsburgh girl, you all bundled up. It's 40.
This full of cars.
You have. What did you choose?
This car that looks fancy. This car and these two trucks.
Okay. No school today. Johnny has something for you. Besides his usual hug.
Yeah.
dance like the Magi.
Thank you.
They love nuts in them though. That's fine. I love cookies.
Merry Christmas. I found a Lefton Village piece. I'm very excited.
Seeing too many things I like today.
Not exactly ruby, but that sure does look like a Tesla T on the front. Well, if it's possible, there's even more Christmas stuff out this week than there was last week. Still a really great selection of items. Look what Michelle found. Mermaid. So it's a coat hook like you would put someplace, I think. Sweet. They're doing what kids do at Guardian Angel.
I like these glasses, but there's only 3 of them. I need the
Okay,
4th
Michelle,
pattern.
how could you have come over here and missed that?
I didn't see it at all.
We're sorry you can't make it with us the rest of the way today. We'll miss you.
I'll miss you too.
Johnny's taking my UPS package in. We found out that our farm delivery is going to make it to Whole Foods today, so that's good. They are much north and west of the triangle, the farm, and I thought maybe they would delay until tomorrow, but they did not. And Johnny and I are headed out of Fuquay on Highway 55 now, and it'll be interesting to see when we start seeing snow along the side of the road. All right, Ruby, let's stop, slow up for the light. I was on traffic aware cruise control, but I decided to hit the brake. And there's some real snow. It's 44 out there and the sun is definitely melting things nicely right now. But as we're approaching Apex, we're definitely seeing more snow along the side of the road. Alright, she's dirty now. She wasn't dirty until right then. No. There, it'll all be okay. Yeah. Yay, we get to see real snow today, Johnny. If we'd had that much snow back over the weekend, we'd have built a snowman.
And this is what's melted.
I feel cheated. Yeah, this is what it looks like after it's melted. I feel cheated. What can you do? Hope for more snow next time, I guess. I want Atlanta to get 2 feet, and that means we'll get a good snow here in Raleigh. If it's snowing in Atlanta, it almost always comes up to Raleigh. It's turning out to be a pretty day, and I'll just mention another thing about the snow here in Raleigh. When it does come, which is not that often, it leaves quick. So it never stays around long enough to get dirty or ugly here. You just kind of get a dusting and it's pretty, and then it leaves. Johnny and I are sharing a sesame chicken lunch combo here next to Guardian Angel Apex. Yum, nice and hot too.
What a unique piece this is. And then I looked inside, and it's actually a lamp.
I think this tree with Santa feet for the base is really adorable too. So you see how the roof is kind of paneled coming down? Well, it's that way all along, and every few minutes big chunks of snow are falling and probably just missing hitting people in the head. Stopped in over here at the Jaguar at Auto Park in Cary, and just seeing the I-Pace in person for the first time. So Johnny was telling me how to spot an I-Pace from the grill.
The front rolls.
It rolls up, it's not flush, it's not flat, I guess.
Aerodynamics.
This is as close to snow as Ruby's getting. And like I said, they definitely had, which I knew, significant snowfall here in Cary. I have never used the flavoring harissa. Maybe I should give it a try. I've got a new snowman design today. I really like it. There's a Santa hat, beard, and a nice wreath. Not to mention, where would Christmas be without Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Wow, Johnny and I are so pleased with Donnie right now. He started up all the inflatables to let them dry out and start to, you know, way cool.
A couple of them.
Wow, we are so pleased and excited. Thank you, Donnie. We come home and the whole house is all festive and everything. Yeah, we are so pleased with you. Thank you, Donnie.
So
So, I saw that you stopped by the Jaguar dealership today.
Yeah, it was kind of on the way actually between Guardian Angel, Apex, and Whole Foods. You know, there on Highway 64 is all of the auto dealers in Cary, and I got to thinking, why not? So I was disappointed, I got to tell you, that Johnny and I were out there looking at the car for about 10 minutes right in front of the dealership with all of the windows, with all the people inside, and nobody came out to talk to me. Had they offered me to go for a test drive or to open the car up for me, I would have been all over that, but they didn't do that. So we got to see it. It was it was a little too orange of a red. That was my one impression that I had. Of course, that's neither here nor there. That's just a color thing. And Johnny seemed to know a lot about it. Like, he's been watching a lot of videos online because he was like, oh, Mom, look how the grill folds in. That's how you tell the difference and some stuff. So that was cool. But I was glad we got a chance to see. I liked how they were advertising on the side of it for the demo car. I mean, that was cool. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That was an interesting add to our day.
Yep. Good.
All right. I called it on Sunday, didn't I? I called it a 3-hour delay for Wednesday morning. Woo!